Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here at SEI, seeing what's going on. We are going to double check a few key factors, kind of reset our fibs here and kind of see what's going on. Because last time we took a swing trade with this guy, we took some massive profits here, folks. Take a look at this here. Just over the weekend, we hit, what was it, 12. Of course, we took AVAX long. That's a different story. 37% in 2 days. Filecoin, 58% in 3 days. And then AVAX, another long. We like taking a lot of money from AVAX at 107, 107% in 8 days. But here we go. SEI, 92% in 8 days and 5 hours. That was profits taken over the weekend effectively. So again, congrats to our community members for that. Let's see if it's worthwhile taking a short or if we just want to leave it alone. This is roughly where we got in here previously, looking at that nice little breakout pattern here. So what we're going to look at here for SEI is a few key factors. We're going to jump into the back end data, take a look at some liquidation and kind of go from there. So when it comes to SEI, this is what I was trying to talk about too. That's half the reason why I felt confident taking the trade. We had a lot of leverage above the price action. When you see price action has this heavy a concentration of liquidation above the current high, more recent high, you can kind of almost presume the price is going to go in that direction, especially leading into a weekend when Bitcoin's kind of going sideways. So in this example, we can see obviously 114 was retested there, or tested in general, and that there was not a lot of liquidation here in the more recent time frame. Again, this is the 1 month time frame, of course, is the bigger picture, but generally speaking, we have a heavier concentration, about 68 cents below the price action now. If we do take a look though at the last 7 days, we could probably see some more shorts, of course, jumping in. Actually, no, correction, not a lot of shorts here. That's interesting. I'm happy to see that because shorts can be a very treacherous market to short a lot. And this coin was one of those coins that was looking very strong. Obviously, it's very bearish, but only in the sense of correcting itself back down. We call this the middle finger pattern, where that just straight up and straight down, and everybody gets screwed. Minus those of us who took profit and walked away, right? Because if you're taking profit, you're not going to leave money on the table. Wow, amazing. That concept is amazing, isn't it? So take a look here, 68 cents here in the more recent past. That's roughly where we have a heavy concentration of longs. And 68 cents is pretty far away, honestly. It's just below here. Right there at about, boom, right here as a close approximate. Yeah, that's roughly where. And again, usually you can see when there's a low candle wick here or candlestick where the body, basically the body of the candle closes, that's generally where the large amount of liquidation will occur. Because people are taking a lot of longs right there. Okay, so that's generally where we're at there. So all that having been said, let's look at the daily. Let's quickly go ahead and draw some new fibs from more recent lows to more recent highs and just kind of see roughly what this looks like for us here. So let's quickly note a couple of things on the daily, such as moving averages. We're now below the 20-day SMA. This is a very common occurrence for a lot of coins. And we're seeing this just mainly because of the fact that the ascending trend is almost, in essence, over. And I'm not saying that this coin isn't going to continue to run. Just saying that in general, we got to be mindful because we are now below a volume profile, heavy volume profile, with a lot of volume above the price action. So if we close at this 0.5 level or lower, at 87.5 cents is a rough estimate, then we're going to have a decent chance of the price going to try to come back up and it'll get rejected. Again, pending Bitcoin drops. If Bitcoin doesn't drop, I still think we're going to have some problems. But generally speaking, this is something we want to be very, very mindful of, is this key level resistance based on volume. It's a point of control, or just in general, a average true range. That's how I like to specify it. It's a slightly different calculation, but that's the common denominator here, is that that's where the most amount of volume is. So if you're below that action, you can presume that people are going to view this as an overbought scenario, and they're going to want to continue to sell or buy at lower, because that's considered to be overbought. We can see MACD is diverging here. We now got a full MACD divergence on the daily. We can confirm as well we're below 50 in the RSI, and stochastic swinging down. These are all bearish signs, folks. There's no other way around it. Being below that key level, again, we lost 50 on the RSI, and we lost this point of control. So what do you think is going to happen next? A decent chance we're going to see further downside. Is it a guarantee? No, we want to look at other factors too and see if they're present, but for the moment, daily time frame is very bearish. We can see we are diverging on the MACD here, of course. We're kind of plateauing a little bit, so it's not like it doesn't look like it's going to continue, but once again, this can be very deceiving because this does shift things arbitrarily. In other words, it makes these oscillators move a lot faster than they should. So in truth, we could be having some false positive there, letting us know that the price, instead of the price looking like it's going to reverse and turn itself around, it could be just getting started. Okay, we're at a 6 on TD sequential as well, so we could see another 12 hours of downside. We look at this here as well. We're converging on the stochastic RSI. It's typically a positive sign. Money flow index very low, and traditional RSI below 50. Still fairly bearish. Now, MFI can come a lot lower, but generally speaking, when you see MFI this low, it's usually due for a reversal or some kind of pivot. Okay, we could be seeing that happen right now at the beginning of this candle here, but generally speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a small little relief rally. But one thing was very, very clear here. You can see this pretty solid resistance level at this 0.382 fib. Like this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 attempts to break that level before it did. And now we've come right back down to below and haven't passed it since. So the chances of the price coming up here to break through this level of 93, 94 cents is pretty low. It'll likely reject at that level. If that even gets that far, it'll probably reject at this point of control first. So again, we're still in a bearish scenario here, no matter how you look at it, and it's not advantageous whatsoever to consider a long just yet. Again, if you're taking a long because money flow index is low on the 4 hour, you've got a problem because there's so many other contributing factors saying the price should go down that you're really just doing yourself a disservice and putting yourself in a bad position to try to take a long, because again, the cards are stacked against you, right? So you don't have to be bullish or bearish on a coin, but at this point you can see a lot of bearish qualities. So why attach yourself to a bullish mindset even if the fundamentals are phenomenal? How stupid is that to lose money because you're so foolhardy that you're just trusting the fundamentals? Again, technical analysis is not guaranteed. It's not perfect, but it increases your likelihood of success. I mean, take a look at their last month here, for example. Albeit most of these are long positions, we took a lot more profit to the upside. We had no stop losses triggered last month and 2,200% profit. This month we're halfway there already, but we have taken one stop loss and we had to close another trade early. That happens, folks. If you're not stop lossing, you're actually not doing it right, because those are there to protect you. They're actually beneficial. People seem to think that stop losses are bad. They're really not. They're actually your friend if you use them correctly. So last but not least here, we're definitively below the cloud. The cloud is averaging itself out right here at this point of control, reaffirming that resistance level between 88 and 94 cents. Furthermore, too, we got stochastic correction. I always call it stochastic because it looks the same with colors. We got the lagging span, free and clear the price action, conversion line below the baseline. So that's 3 out of 3 reasons to A, close your long position. Honestly, if you hadn't taken profit in that long position we took, you were absolutely in the wrong. Again, I'm not saying that you are wrong. It's just that you could have done a lot better and taken more profit had you taken profit. And I'm speaking to anybody who possibly didn't. So I don't even know if you did, but if you are getting too greedy in this market, you got something else coming, because you got to secure profits whenever you can. Anyways, we took a good entry, we took a good exit, and now at this point, if you still have that open, I'm sorry, but it does look like the momentum is shifting to a bearish type of scenario here. Especially in, again, this is my personal opinion, but Bitcoin does still look fairly bearish in my personal views. Feel free to watch my video if you're curious on what that looks like. I review it daily, minus weekends, and I can tell you that SEI is looking pretty poor, especially if Bitcoin loses its, drops 67K, comes lower. We're going to see SEI continue lower as well. It's almost a guarantee. So anyways, we have a lot of confirming factors as to why the price action should continue lower. The only benefit that we see here so far is the 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 attempts to break that 0.618 level. A lot of folks are unwilling to trade into that because it is a quote unquote golden pocket, or a beneficial support in most cases, which is true. I'm not saying that it isn't. We have a lot more reaffirming factors, such as resistance levels, both moving averages, etc., letting us know where we're at there. Again, I think I skipped over this here, but if we look at the 4 hour time frame, we're below all 4 moving averages. That just kind of reaffirms the fact that we're on the wrong side of the tracks. So again, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that this coin is bearish and it shouldn't recover. But if it does, fantastic. I pretty much think that we're going to need to see some stability from Bitcoin for at least a couple of days here to be able to see this coin recover. And once again, if the price ends up passing the 88 to 94 cent range, then at that point you can kind of confirm this coin is breaking its downtrend. But for now, I think it's pretty safe to presume the price is going to continue lower based on what we see here on the charts. Hopefully that was helpful, and you learned something here today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you link down below if you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech. Also, ensure you use Bitunix. Phenomenal exchange. SEI is available on that exchange, and I can tell you that our traders are using this exchange because there's no KYC or VPN required. Super awesome exchange. Thank you so much, and thank you too for just being a great part of my life. Like, subscribe, follow if you haven't already. I appreciate that, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.